So today we are making a video for some common mistakes that people make while trying to use an Apple CarPlay interface with the BMW iDrive entertainment system. So if you see, the screen is stock screen out here, and the iDrive controller is basically controlling the menus exactly like original. Now the way we launch Apple CarPlay interface is by long pressing the menu button. When we do that, it pulls up the interface. So now the control, basically the iDrive controller is able to control all the menu options. Now precautions: if we say settings, under settings there is something called a wireless CarPlay on and also a front camera time. Now the front camera time is basically a timer which will display the front camera after you disengage the reverse. So if you have connected a front camera, then only this should be enabled at how many ever seconds you would like it to be. Like if I can select this, I could increase the time by 5, 6, 7, 8 up to 10 seconds. But what happens if we don't have a front camera connected? And what happens is, if suppose this setting is at 3 seconds now, I'll just set it and I'll just go out. This car does have a reverse camera, but there's no front camera. So I just engaged reverse. Right now we are able to see what's behind the car. We disengaged reverse. Right now it's showing no signal. It's just for a few seconds. Now that no signal thingy is basically trying to detect the front camera. Now if I do bring it down to 0, I put in the reverse camera and I put it off, it just straight comes back. So there is no disturbance. A lot of people get confused this way. Also, if you're planning to use wired CarPlay, we should put off the wireless CarPlay option. So you see this wireless CarPlay little button. See, we disable that if we are not going to use wireless CarPlay. Now when we did that disabling, it restarts the unit. Every time we enable or disable the thing, it will restart the unit. So right now it's restarted. And we go back to the settings. And we can just enable wireless CarPlay again. So I not pressed it down, so it's going to restart again. By default, there is another mistake people do. That is, by default, most of the BMWs, because people use the radio, will be engaged in the radio. Now, and when you enable Apple CarPlay, it will enable, but there is no sound. So the mistake is external aux is to be enabled. Now, if this is in external aux front, when this is enabled, that's only when you will be able to hear the Apple CarPlay sounds. Otherwise, if we select something else like CD or radio, then you will hear only the radio and you will not be able to hear the sounds from Apple CarPlay or GPS. Okay, now we'll long press menu again and we'll go back to CarPlay. Now I'll show you how to pair. So this is an iPhone 11 and we go to Bluetooth. We just show the Face ID, Bluetooth. Alright, so in this list it will show the Apple CarPlay device. So right now if you can see, it's showing Apple CarPlay BT. So we select the default pin is 0000, 4 zeros, and we hit pair. When we hit pair, it will connect and then it is going to ask for a permission. Just connecting is not enough, and sometimes it takes a little while on some iPhones. So once the permission for use CarPlay comes up, that is when we will be able to use CarPlay. So let's go here and just select CarPlay. Let's say connecting to iOS devices. As soon as the connecting to iOS device comes up, there will be a prompt to use CarPlay here. So once we give that permission, Apple CarPlay will actually display on screen. Alright, so now you see Apple CarPlay is displaying. So the use Apple CarPlay permission on the phone is very important. Also, your data must be on for Apple CarPlay to work, or some kind of Wi-Fi hotspot should be connected to the phone. Otherwise, CarPlay will not function properly. So right now, we are on external aux on the original BMW system, and if I just go and select some song or something, it will start playing. Alright, we pause that. All controls of the Apple CarPlay interface will work through the iDrive controller in case of a non-touch device. So everything is from the controller. So we scroll left and right to choose different things, and we press down the knob. Just press down the knob to select something. Another important precaution is actually with respect to CarPlay is the number of Bluetooth devices paired. So if we go to this settings, right now we don't have any of the other BMW Bluetooth or anything paired with this. So very important to note, for wireless CarPlay to work, we should not connect our Bluetooth device, any Bluetooth device, to the iPhone while we are using CarPlay. So basically the BMW inbuilt Bluetooth or the Bluetooth, for example, for even an Android based system, if we have a aftermarket screen, none of those should be connected if we are using an external CarPlay. We should pair only to the CarPlay Bluetooth and nothing else. And if it tries to connect to a BMW Bluetooth at the same time, then it will cause a conflict, and Apple CarPlay wireless CarPlay will not launch. You'll have to use wired CarPlay, and we should actually unpair. We should forget the device. If we have a Bluetooth, BMW Bluetooth, for example, in this car is already paired from before, then we should forget the device. That's only when Apple CarPlay will work properly wirelessly. These are some common mistakes people make, and I hope this video was helpful, and you have a nice day.